friends, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla. I'm glad you're here. So I have long loved the pattern company Colette, and I have about 12 or so of their physical patterns and probably a dozen or so digital patterns from them. And I just thought I would show you my physical pattern collection, and so that you might get inspired now. I don't think they sell these anymore, or they're selling out of what stock they do have. And so I'm not sure the physical patterns are available anymore. However, you know, they're all available, you know, on PDFs, and you can print them at PDF plotting for like $2.40. And there you have your pattern. So let's go through. I'm going to start with the oldest and then go, you know, from oldest to newest. So this is the Peony. It's a beginner pattern. It's a really pretty dress. A couple of different views there. This was their 17th pattern. And this is their original packaging. It came with a lovely little booklet. Colette was probably the original teaching indie pattern company, with really showing you showing you how to do basic and more complex sewing tasks. These are the clover pants. I've made these. They gave me quite a fit. They were one of the very first things I ever made. I still have them. I broke one invisible zipper on the install, and then I got the second one in. I was able to wear the pants one time. I don't know how I got that zipper up, but it catches right where the pants meet the waistband. I got too close there and there's not enough room. So I need to pull that zipper out and put it back in. I'm pretty good at invisible zippers now, so I can totally do that. They changed their packaging. In here, this is the prettiest. I'll show you a different one that has the gold up here. This is the prettiest indie packaging that I have ever seen. This is the Xenia skirt. It has at least 3 different views of a cute button-up skirt. A lot of people are buying a McCall's pattern right now that is very much like this. I won't be buying that pattern because I don't need it. Here it is with the gold on the top. So pretty. This is the Myrtle. This was their 30th pattern. And I just want to show you how gorgeous the books were. It's really a shame to see these go. They're just so beautiful. Just beautiful pictures. They show the inside and outside version, line drawings of everything. Gorgeous pictures throughout. The instructions were beautifully illustrated and great. Like, these little boxes have tips like stabilize your fabric and hemming knits. So really beautiful job on that. I don't know. They decided not to do it anymore, I guess. This is number 31, the Dahlia. Such a pretty dress. It's got a raglan sleeve on it, and then the fullness for your bust comes from little gathers at the neckline and in 2 spots on the waist. And then if you want a sleeveless version, like for evening, you can just use the bias binding and make little straps. So that could match or coordinate with your main dress fabric. This pattern I wanted immediately when I began sewing, but it is listed as an intermediate, I believe, pattern on the Colette website, and I was not an intermediate when it came out. So now I could sew this. I would consider this probably, unless there's something weird in here, a fairly easy pattern for me to construct. And this is the Aster. It's number 32. And it has 3 beautiful views. I mean, who does not want all 3 of those blouses in their life? I could use 4 or 5 of each of those views in my wardrobe. Totally love that. This is the Wren. This is number 33. This is my least favorite Colette pattern of all. And you ask, why do you have it then? Well, I got it for like $5 or something. It was on sale. And I don't think this dress is especially flattering. I don't like the pictures of all the models that are wearing it. I don't think they look that good in it. And however, there is a gathered skirt version, and I do like that. And I do like the faux wrap top. And so I think the top is pretty. I just don't think that's flattering. I think maybe that knit is too thin. Maybe in a ponte it would look better, but even on this beautiful young woman, it's just not that great. It's just not. So, but I will try the gathered version. This is the Phoebe. It was an instant favorite for me. If you look on the website, there's one of the models is wearing a black denim Phoebe. She looks phenomenal. I love her whole outfit. I had to have this. And I, of course, have denim. And I have some beautiful kind of dusty blue-gray cotton velvet that I think would be adorable in this. This would be fantastic made up in corduroy. I like both versions, the one with the buttons and the one without. And I just love a jumper. Just love it. This is a great basic. This is number 35. This is the Celine. It's a pencil skirt with a couple of interesting details. Two of the dresses have some fun pocket treatments, skirts, and then they all have those seams down the front, which you could do fun things with. You could put piping in there. You could do contrast fabric. I just think that they took a real basic that would work in anyone's wardrobe and added some fun details to it. And I think that's a fantastic pattern. This is the infamous Rue dress. Now, I don't know if you remember the big kerfluffle that happened in the sewing community when the Rue dress came out, but apparently, and I loved it. I bought this for full price immediately when it came out. And then as people began making them up, they were having terrible fit issues with this right here. Apparently, this deal here was coming up over the bust, which seems odd. And what wound up happening is that Sarai wrote a blog post apologizing and admitting that maybe they had made a mistake with it. She was very transparent with their business. They hired a new pattern cutter or drafter or whatever they're called, who was incredibly experienced and made some changes in the business. And what I have here, this is the original pattern that came with the tissue, that came with the pattern when I bought it. And this tissue they sent to me in the mail after they had redrafted it. I've never made the dress. I think it is gorgeous, and I fully intend to make it someday. If you watch Vintage on Tap, I know she doesn't do much anymore, but she made this out of, I think, a white fabric, and it was beautiful on her. So I don't know. I don't know how bad it was. I didn't make the original one, and I don't think I would now. I think I would make the new one that they sent. This is the Penny. This is gorgeous. This is number 38. I'm going to show you the booklet on this one because you only get this one view on the front. And you just can't really see that much of the details. Oh, this is a better picture. And let's see here. Oh, look how pretty that is. Look how pretty that is. It must come with that sash cummerbund pattern. There's two versions right there. I love the little cuffs on the sleeves. I love this dress. I love the waistband. Oh, look. These are much better pictures than the one that are on that is on the cover. Look how awesome these booklets were. All those details. Oh, so pretty. This is the Claudette. This is number 39. This is a dress that you could make 40 of these dresses and no one would know. There's a bunch of different necklines. There's different sleeves. There's this ruffle thing on here. That is a fantastic dress. Looks like it would work in, is it Ponte's? No, medium weight woven fabrics such as cotton lawn, shirting, poplin, broadcloth linen, sateen, crepe, and rayon challis. I almost think you could make that with a Ponte because it's so stable. This is the Prudence. This is number 40. It's got this evening gown view, which I would cut off and wear to work. And then it also has a pretty gathered skirt. It has that real sophisticated neckline. And on the evening gown, it's got a high slit. And then last but not least, this is one of the first ones that I bought. This is the Walden, which is Colette's men's line. And it's called the Albion. And I wanted to make this immediately. Bought it, paid full price. It has a spiral. The book is so detailed, it's spiral bound in here. And I also bought, there's like you can buy like a sew-along, like a digital kind of sew-along or something. I can't remember. I mean, this was 3 years ago that I bought this. But I love a duffel coat, and I want to make one for Troy and all 3 boys. Our oldest son lives in California, and I think his girlfriend would wear that duffel coat as well. I think she would love it. And our middle son lives in Kiel, Germany, and his girlfriend would probably wear that. I mean, when you live in Kiel, why wouldn't you? So one of these days I'm going to start churning out Albions. Okay, that's it. That's my Colette collection. I hope I've inspired you to maybe pick up a Colette pattern for yourself. Go check them out. I know that everybody sews a bunch of seam work, which I love, but Colette is my first love, and the first indie pattern company that had an extensive size range. So, you know, there's been some discussion in the sewing community over the last month about indie pattern companies whose size range is not very inclusive to the general population. Well, Colette was making size-inclusive patterns years ago. So kudos to Colette. Go have a look at them if you haven't checked them out lately, and take care.